Hello, we are Dicey Decisions, and this is our Tales by Pyrelight Daggerheart campaign. Super exciting day today, as friend of the stream, Fantasy Grounds, has released their Daggerheart content, and we are just now dipping in and playing around with it, trying to get it all figured out. So we'll be streaming with that from here on in. Thus, we have added the Fantasy Grounds symbol on our overlay. There's also another addition to our OBS and Opus and Daggerheart symbols. There is I found today a group of artists that do maps, and they really spoke to me. I was searching for a specific looking map, found one, and then started to peruse their content and got super excited about it. Immediately, I joined their Patreon at the support level that allows us to stream their content. So super cool that they allow that. And super exciting to work with them. I joined their Discord, was chatting with them today. They are Beg, Borrow, and Steal Productions. So if you're looking for maps or you like the maps that you see in this stream in particular, because I'll be using their stuff exclusively for the Daggerheart campaign as much as I can. Or as much as is appropriate. They even said in the Discord that if I had like, hey, I need a little tweak to an existing map, they might, if they have the time, be willing to do it for me. So if I'm like, could there be a hut at the end of that road? They might be able to drop me a hut, super cool. Anyway, they were really nice. So I want to give them a massive shout out, and super excited to find them, and super excited for the map I found for tonight. But the players have been putting their characters frantically into Fantasy Grounds as we are speaking. People are putting on their finishing touches and what have you, and we're just getting used to it. As far as that goes, some of us have used Fantasy Grounds quite a bit, but obviously a new rule set comes with new buttons to push, and figuring out when's the right thing to do that. And I've got to click a button that changes the difficulty of the roll that's being rolled and things like that. So there's a lot of things that are system specific. So we'll be playing around with that. So there might be a few moments of time throughout our process where we have to step above table a little bit and talk technical stuff about what's going on the Fantasy Grounds level as we get used to it. But super excited to have that on board now, as it creates a really nice visual. It will fill this lovely space in between our photos when we go into map situations or need to project imagery or what have you. You'll notice there's a fear tracker now, which comes right from Fantasy Ground there. It's full up. I wonder how that happened.
Shh.
Boo.
That would be because
Boo.
I don't know how to roll.
I did it too.
So this is only our second episode of this campaign. So if you're joining us, welcome. There's only one back episode you can check out on YouTube and get caught up. We also put our session 0 up there for people who are interested in that kind of thing as we put together the characters for this campaign and decided what the flavor of this campaign was. This campaign is set in the Age of Umbra campaign frame from the core rulebook. And our characters, who have interesting interconnectivity with each other of varying levels, have found themselves in search of information about a missing ribbit who was in a caravan headed to town that somehow got attacked by a large creature in the swamp. And they decided they were going to head out to the swamp to hopefully find this ribbit, who was a scholar and was traveling with the only thing that went missing from the caravan based on the manifest was this particular ribbit and his case of maps that he was traveling with. And in addition to that, Loma insisted that they head out here because she wanted to possibly have some sort of communication with those that were fallen. They learned from the caravan guards that they made some quick, shallow graves for those that had died in the confrontation. Actually, they weren't the caravan guards; they were a guard patrol that found the caravan, um, and uh, they pushed whatever supplies they could gather back into town. All the horses seemed to be gone. That was also figured out, and it is believed that the ribbit might have jumped into the swampy water. They saw two booted prints of the ribbit on the ground, right near the edge of the water, and nothing continuing after that. And as they were investigating, trying to figure out where the ribbit may have gone, the rocks suddenly started to move a little bit on the shallow graves.
We don't like that.
And and that brings us right back to where we were. So taking a quick above table moment, how's everybody feeling about your character sheets and abilities and things?
I'm finishing up. I'm adding my domain cards. I am just trying to get all of those added onto there. So I think once I get those on there, I should be good.
I'm
Wonderful, wonderful.
trying to remember some of the interactions that we had with each other. And I think I had that written in a different book. Like literally, my dog ate my notebook. So,
I
um,
got 3 of them because I'm prepared. Yeah.
okay.
The one thing that this would be nice if it would tell me how many domain cards I could pick before I have too many. It's just like, yeah, add domain cards. I could add all of them if I wanted. I need limits. I need guardrails. Okay. I think I'm ready. I think I have a character sheet.
All right. Most excellent. Again, for everybody watching, bear with us. This system is relatively new to all of us. It's definitely my first campaign running it. I've run a few one-shots in Daggerheart, but it is definitely my first campaign, and it's for everybody's first campaign process with Daggerheart in this group. Some people have done some one-shots in the system. But we are all relatively new to it, so we're going to be looking up rules and figuring all the things out as we need to, and whatnot. It also doesn't help that it's been about a month since we played, so that also adds to the confusion a little bit as necessary. So
As part of that, I will say that I believe I ended last session. I was back at the overturned cart looking for hidden traps or doors, and I opened something, and there was something in there. I can't remember what.
Was that
Or
where
maybe,
is that where he said that's where we'll end?
or maybe that's where the maps would have been. I don't know. There was something.
there was a hidden compartment, like not hidden per se, but there was a
Yeah.
compartment underneath the wagon bench where the wagon driver would have been sitting. Wasn't necessarily a hidden compartment, but it definitely looked like it hadn't been looked through. As you were opening it was when you heard the rocks on the shallow
How
grave
is it?
start to move.
So I don't know
So,
what's in it, but that's where I'm at.
so attention is now elsewhere, as it were. So
Yes.
I'm just getting a few things set as I need. Okay. One moment. things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take all the time you need, bud.
Uh-huh. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share this map with you all. And then I'm going to drop your characters on it.
This is a cool map.
It is a cool map.
It could use a bespoke hut, though. I see what you know.
It definitely doesn't need anything like that, but this is that land bridge in the swamp that I was talking about, that I had described in the last session before I even saw this. And here we have it, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to draw a pointer here, draw a circle. This is the area where the graves are, where I just drew that blue circle. Everybody see that?
Mhm.
Great. So that's where the graves are, as several of the rocks have started moving. Not all 7 piles, but 3 of them. And I'm actually going to mark off 3 fear as, let's see, make sure.
He's just making more room so he can gain more fear, is all he's doing before we get an opportunity.
That is probably true.
You can't even deny it.
I know.
Wait a minute. You see that creature now?
Yes.
Okay. And I marked off 3. That one. And that one have burst up out of the rocks. The spotlight moves to you all, and here we are in combat for Daggerheart. So you guys get to decide who wants to do what.
I think as the creatures pop up, Orve is probably going to instinctively train her short bow on like the first one her eyes make contact with.
Okay. So I would assume, just like in other versions of Fantasy Grounds, that you can target.
Well, we're about to find out.
Because I want to see if how this handles the range increments of Fantasy Grounds and all those kind of things.
Okay.
I don't know if that's figured out yet in this map situation or not.
Okay, so I don't have. Let me find the combat tracker. What this looks like, I'm going to mess the screen up. Oh, that's a spotlight tracker, we call it.
Correct.
Here. Okay. Hold, please. I'm managing a few things. I did. I targeted zombie 1 and it said I did.
All right.
So,
Woo!
first target of the night. Now if I can hit it. Okay, so now we're going to figure out how to attack, which I'm going to go ahead and just roll the attack. Yeah.
What ability are you using? What are you doing?
I'm shooting my short bow.
Okay. Great.
But wait. Hold, please. I don't know what you are. Oh, look at that. I'm sharing it with the world. Okay. No, I'm not going to do that to this one. I have this thing that I can do, but I'm not going to do it. We're just going to shoot a short bow. Here we go. And...
First Fantasy Grounds roll.
17 with what appears to be fear.
Oh, I'll take that fear back. But a 17 is a hit.
All right, fantastic. Let us. 9 points of damage.
What? All right. Well, that seems to have pierced through this creature's throat, and it falls straight back down into the ground.
And I will just turn and look over my shoulder and go, who wants the next one?
Well, I am inside behind near the turned over cart, correct? Is there any amount of shadow I can hide in enough to use my shadow stepper ability to go from where I am to, I don't know, behind that bush in the shadows that other guy's at?
Behind which bush?
Um, is there a way to ping for me? For
Yes.
you guys?
Up on the top of the map, there's a thing called ping mode.
Okay.
Click that, and then
Yep.
click on the map where you want to ping.
Like there?
How long is the range of your shadow step ability?
Let's see. What does it say? Oh, it's down here. You can mark a stress and disappear from where you are and reappear inside another shadow within far range.
That is within far range.
Okay.
Because I
So when I
believe
reappear,
I believe far range is in their alternate rules for distances, just to since we are using battle maps and what have you. I believe far range is at like 100 feet, if I remember correctly. I will look that up while you go ahead and place yourself where you want to be.
okay, so I'm gonna move myself. Oh, now I'm still in ping mode. Take myself out of ping mode. There we go. I'm gonna move myself here. Um, and then when I do that, I am cloaked. So I am currently cloaked.
Hey, hold on. I have a button I can click on Fantasy Grounds.
Whoa.
Friend of the stream, Fantasy Ground.
Are you cloaked? Does that give you hidden, vulnerable? I would say hidden, right?
Anytime I would be hidden, I am instead cloaked. In addition to the benefits of hidden, I remain unseen if I am stationary when they walk somewhere that would see me.
Okay, well, I
Or
put
make an
hidden
attack.
on you because you're
Okay.
hidden,
Okay.
but you then also have cloaked, which is something
Yeah.
else.
So
If
even
you
though
have the
he can
ability to
see
put
me.
cloaked on yourself, I don't know if you do or not. If that's a button you can click on your abilities tab.
Yes, it is. Look at that.
So you might have to target yourself.
I think I did it. Does it say it in
Yep,
the?
it says cloaked,
Okay.
parentheses hidden. So I'm going to take off the hidden I put on you because you
Perfect.
already have it on with your power.
The
Wonderful.
friend of the stream, Fantasy Grounds, had it so figured out that you didn't even need to do
I
that.
know, I know. They're making it easy on me. They are making it easy on me.
Wonderful. And so I am hidden behind them. You guys can't even see where I went. Boom. Gone.
Yeah, so to the rest of you, Loma disappeared.
Where'd she go?
Well, I guess I will go next.
Okay.
Oh no.
I really thought she would do something.
Did she run
Um,
away?
so how
Unlikely.
are we doing movement? Like, how can I move from near to melee from where I am? Like, is that kind of where I'm at? Like,
So you can move up to close range for free. If you
okay,
need to move further than close range from where you are, and that's about 30 feet, right? So if you need to move closer than 30 feet, um, or longer than 30 feet, you have to make an agility roll to do so.
okay, okay. so more than 30 feet. 30 feet is roughly as a range band, I guess, is kind of how that
Yeah, you
is.
can move to a location within close range as part of your action, um, as long as you could plausibly get there with your ability to move. Like you can't go 30 feet straight up. That would be a roll,
Sure,
right? Climbing a
sure,
building or
sure,
something like that. So,
sure.
but otherwise, um, if you're not already making an action roll for something else, and if you want to move further than close range, you need to succeed on an agility roll to safely reposition yourself. And I would set
Got
the
it.
difficulty of that
Okay, so if
based
I
on the
like want,
situation.
so if I wanted to like run up to melee range, that would be probably a pretty difficult agility check to get there from where I am. I'm probably at like close to middle range rather than very close or melee range, right?
So the Shambling Zombie number 3, you could get into melee with him if you made the check successfully.
Okay. Okay.
And you're on a well-packed road. It is swampy here, but it is a well-packed road, well-traveled. So the difficulty would only be a 10 agility.
Only a 10 agility. Oh, well, that you make it sound so easy, Scott.
Well,
Okay, so with an agility check, I could like get, for example, to like here.
yes.
Okay, so go kind of running up there. So yeah, so you remember, first of all, you remember that Ollie limps around town with the aid of a walking stick, right?
Right.
So, all right, with fear, but that is a 15.
Okay.
So Ollie stops, just it just kind of breaks into a run and gets to about here. And, and as he does, you see sort of flames start to swirl around his hand. And as he kind of gets up to these creatures, both of them are just engulfed in this sort of swirl of flame that sort of shoots out of his hand. And so this is the wild flame ability. So target up to 3
I
adversaries.
did gain a
And
fear from
then
that.
you do gain a fear for running. I ran and, I stumbled a little bit, almost rolled my ankle. It was terrible. Okay, so targets I succeed against, so I must succeed. Let's try to succeed. How's a 13
That does
against
that does
uh,
hit,
another fear for you? So
but
enjoy that.
I will cap off my fear at 12.
Yes, please do enjoy that. But both of them will take 6 points of fire damage as they are engulfed in flames.
So you do see one of them completely falls and burns to ash right in front of you. However, the other one seems to just take this fire and look at you, peering deadly at your eyes. And since you rolled with fear, I'm going to take the spotlight.
Yeah, well, sure. Why not? So
First,
Ollie kind of looks at him and goes, "Oh, that didn't work as well as he had hoped."
you did get one of
I
them
turn
down.
to Lo and be like, could he do that the entire time?
I don't think so.
So
I
first,
saved him from swamp vines.
First, I'm going to spend 3 fear
Ew. Don't do that.
as
Save your money.
as 3 more come up out of the rocks.
Okay, no.
One of them is quite big
Oh, of
and
course it was.
burly. Uh, However, the one that was already up out of the rocks and is slightly singed is going to target Ollie. And Has a passive ability. This is a. Let me make sure it's the right kind of zombie. Yes, it is. When the zombie is within melee range of a creature and at least one other zombie is within close range, all attacks against the creature have advantage. So I'm going to hit that advantage button. And I'm going to attempt to bite you. And I got a 17. Which I guess is a hit.
He's frozen.
Oh no! Not friend of the stream, Discord. No, we're kidding, Discord. We love you. We love you. If you're listening, because you're always listening.
Especially since we're on Discord, yeah.
Uh-oh. Not doing well. All right, well, I want to give him a chance because I don't know if he has a reaction to this. So let's just pause for a moment till we get Sean back.
The chat says the hit might have been a crit. He can't move.
That is very possible. That is very, very possible. I've stunned him.
For real.
I'm so excited when my new PC will make all of this Discord crashing go away.
No worries. No
Okay,
worries.
so I see that I've been bitten.
So yes, I did hit you with the bite. I didn't want
There's
to
a
roll
lot
damage in
more
case you had
zombies
something.
than there used to be, so that's fun.
Yeah, 3 of them stood up around you out of the shallow graves. One of them is very, very big, and the one that was already up bit you.
Okay.
So I waited to roll the damage in case you had something responsive because I don't know everybody's characters and how they're built.
My response is to yelp as I am bitten. I got nothing for that, unfortunately. Thank you
All
for
right.
asking.
Ow! I do 7 damage, which is a major wound.
Yeah. I can spend armor to reduce that, correct? That's how that works?
Correct. So you are taking 2 wounds right now. If you spend 1 armor, which is all you can spend unless you have an ability that lets you do more, then you would drop that down to 1 hit point. Great.
Because that hurt.
However, this thing unhinged its jaw in a very unnatural way. This looks like this was a little old woman who was on the caravan somehow, and she just unhinged her jaw, and it looked horrific. So you also take a stress from that.
That seems like very stressful. That seems reasonable.
And that will pass the spotlight back.
So, I'm gonna see Ollie get hurt, and as I'm basically here as the bodyguard, I'm just gonna be like, oh shit, and try to sprint forward.
All right.
Let me...
So you'll make an agility roll to get there.
That is a 14 with fear.
Oh, I'll take another fear. Yes, you do make it there, no problem.
We are great at loading you up with fear, Scott. I don't.
Yeah,
I know. I love it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I just
is the one
3, and it's almost like I didn't.
Is it Shambling Zombie 2 that's targeting Ollie?
Well,
Zombie
3 is the one that bit him. The other 3 just stood up and haven't done anything yet because they literally, that's all they could do is get out of the rocks that were buried in.
I am now,
hello.
Here. Hi. Why would you run off without me?
Because I can do magic.
Since when?
Since I was born, actually. But not everyone takes so kindly to it. But you've been nice, so
When have I
Also,
ever
we're
been
about to
nice
die,
you?
so we either go back to town and rat me out, or we die here in the swamp. So I will take my choices.
Uh, so I'm going to use an ability called Forceful Push to get Shambling Zombie 1, I think, yeah. Farther away.
Okay.
How do I do this?
I don't know. So, if you're talking about targeting them, so if you
Yeah.
hit Control and click on the token, it should target it. Am I right? Control?
Yeah,
Targeting, yes.
should be right control.
Great. So, you had it targeted, now you don't. Now you do. Okay, if you open the Spotlight tracker, that's another way to target, which is up on the right-hand side under Tools. It'll say Spotlight Tracker's the cross sword symbol.
You can't. The adversaries aren't in there.
I know
Oh.
the adversaries aren't in there per se that you can see, but you can see. You should say that you're targeting them.
Yeah, it will say
Yeah,
that.
it helps
Yeah.
you see. Yeah, it helps you see who you're targeting and like what
Right.
affects you, stuff like that.
If you also click on your character, and you can tell there's an arrow drawn between you and that target.
Yeah. So Forceful Push, make an attack with your primary weapon against a target within melee range. On a success, you deal damage and knock them back to close range. Success with hope, add a d6 to your damage roll. So is that just a regular attack roll?
With your weapon, yes. So you should have an attack button to press on your Actions tab. There you go.
Yeah. That's a 22 with fear.
All right, I will take that fear. That definitely hits. So what happens? Is there damage as well as being pushed, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just regular damage and it knocks them back.
Ouch. Severe damage. He takes 3 hit points from 9. So that is severe damage. And how far is he pushed?
Back to close range.
Oh, 30 feet? 5, 10, 15, 20,
Bye.
30.
Yeet.
Bam!
He's like Dragon Ball Z, like breathing into his blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
From melee to close range.
Yeah.
melee
Like,
range
just
is where you
absolutely
were,
smashed
and
him.
very close is 15 feet. So if it's close, it's 30. So that's crazy.
I literally just said, "Go away."
Power word yeet. All right. That does look like it's very angry and is intending to shamble back in your direction, however. And since you rolled with fear, I'm going to take the spotlight. First, I will spend a fear as the last grave shambles up and a zombie comes up. Then
I must learn math better. I miscounted these graves. I thought 2 or 3. There have been 6.
there was 7.
I definitely miscounted, or perhaps my memory is dead.
Yes. You were definitely told.
Sure, I was.
So, this is a power ability of the big one. It's called Slow. When you spotlight the zombie and they don't have a token on their stat block, they can't act yet. Place a token on their stat block and describe what they're preparing to do when you spotlight the zombie, and they have a token on their stat block. Clear the token and they can act. So what you see is this brawny zombie just kind of looks down at Ollie, grins, unhinges its jaw, and just starts to get ready to pounce. This thing is going to pounce on Ollie. But that's its action. That you see what I'm saying? Like I can't now trigger it until I get the spotlight back again. However, that was the action for your rolling with fear. I had the other one. I spent a fear to have the other one stand up. I'm going to spend another fear to let Shambling Zombie number 2 attack Ollie.
I mean, you might as well. You've got the fear. I'd spend it if I were you.
Right, right. I mean, it feels like the right thing to do.
Just go crazy. Go nuts.
So, and again, he's got friends, so he gets advantage. And that is a crit.
That's not very nice.
We don't like that.
No.
Except it didn't register as a crit.
So it wasn't. Move on.
No. No.
Well, see,
Hold on.
I mean, we can figure this out, and you should. You should kind of understand how Fantasy Grounds is going to treat a crit.
Right.
I am going to do something about this.
Okay.
Great.
I
As
was
you
being
should.
sort of modest when I said that I didn't have any reactions.
That's fine. That's fine. You can start to describe what your reaction is while I look this up.
Okay, so my reaction is not this time. And so I spend 3 hope to force an adversary within far, essentially to reroll any attack or damage roll.
Nice.
So the zombie rears back, and it looks like he's really gonna whack Ollie, but there's sort of this magic sort of ripple in the air, and sort of it wasn't exactly where you thought he was, Ollie. And we'll see how well he does with this reroll. Hopefully not a crit.
Okay, 1 second. Just so we can know the understanding here. 148.
And I will mark the 3 hope.
GM rolls. PCs aren't the only characters who can roll a critical hit. Their adversaries can too. When you roll a 20, or in the Age of Umbra, a 19 or 20 from Umbra-touched characters, which these are, your roll automatically succeeds. If you critically succeed on attack, you also deal extra damage. Start with the highest possible value of the damage dice value the damage dice can roll, and then make a damage roll, as usual, adding it to that value. So in this particular case, this would have been 6 plus a d6 plus 1.
No, thank you.
However, I reroll. I still have the advantage on the reroll.
I was really hoping to save this for the gigantic zombie attack, but needs must.
So, right. So here's the reroll. Unfortunately, I rolled a 19.
Oh no!
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and crit anyway?
Which is also a crit.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's fine.
2 in a row? No.
Absolutely love that for you.
So I'm gonna roll this, but I don't know if it's gonna add.
That's so fun for you.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What if I just do this? I'm gonna roll my modifier up, and then roll. See if that does it. Yep. That's what I'll have to do. Okay, great.
Cool.
For now.
Well, I'll mark another armor to drop that down 1.
So that was a major for 2. You're dropping it down another 1, okay?
Yeah.
And you
my
also
leather armor is kind of looking a bit like a rawhide chew toy at this point.
you also take another stress from that.
It is very stressful to get eaten by zombies. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I will mark another fear and have Shambling Zombie number 3 try to hit you. Advantage rolling.
Why don't you just roll a crit if you would, please?
Oh, I just did.
Thank you. Appreciate you, bud.
Somebody let Fantasy Grounds know their dice roller is broken.
Appreciate that. That'd be amazing.
That's
Fantasy
another
Grounds.
major for 10. As it takes a chunk out of your armor. I noticed you chose to do that again.
I mean.
I think you have to.
I think something's wrong with the Fantasy Grounds dice rolling mechanic. I think you need to message them and let them know that on this new Daggerheart system. They need to check that because there's no way. There's no way.
And then I will.
I marked this stress for myself.
Yeah, and
I
then I
assume,
will.
I assume that that was still stressful.
I will have my zombie make a move coming back, but that is all they can do.
Like,
Seeing this, Loma is going to you're gonna see her sort of, well, you won't see her, nobody sees her, but she
Right.
from
I can't
underneath
see
her
anything
cloak.
through all the blood. It's
Yeah, just covered in spatters.
Yeah.
Seemingly unfazed. You are going to see her she's gonna slowly just stand up without moving, and she has her head sort of tilted down a little bit, and as she looks up, a bunch of blades are going to encircle above her head and then around, like around towards her shoulder blade area, all from around her though, and they're gonna shoot at the three within 10-foot range within me because I am send a rain of blades.
Yeah. So you should be able to target all three of them.
Okay, so I hit Rain of Blades.
Oh, before you do that, target
Okay.
them.
Hit control and
Target
then
them?
click all
Hold
three.
hold control and click on all three of the ones that you're targeting.
Okay, I don't know if it did anything.
It
I
did.
that, but it
It
didn't.
did.
Okay, cool. And then I hit Rain of Blades.
please roll with
It's,
hope.
yeah. If you have a
Yeah.
button to click,
I think so. Hold up.
The attack roll button looks like a little black
Attack.
dice. Yep.
Yes. There we go.
oh, okay. I was just like,
So I win with fear.
so you definitely hit all three of them. I will take that fear.
And then because of that hit, because I was cloaked, and because an ally is within melee range, but I don't get it twice, I add a number of d6s equal to my tier to my damage roll. So I get
So an additional
one
D6.
extra d6 to my d8 damage, which I'm going to press damage die here, but I do get not a d8. How do I add on a d6?
I
It
don't
has an add-on for
know.
a d8, but not a d6.
I'm trying to look at your character sheet real quick. Hold on.
No, you're
Because
good.
you can you can code an effect to the ability if it's not already there, to add the d6 when
So
you click a button.
what is this? Where am I looking? Rain of Blades?
Yeah, correct. It has a mod to add a d8, but right now my sneak attack says it's only a d6.
So wait a minute. So and you're not adding the D8.
Nope.
You're adding the sneak attack.
Yes. So do I just roll that twice? Do I roll the...
So click on the sneak attack. You have a die next to sneak attack,
Ah,
don't you?
I see. Yes. So I add that, which is 2,
Oh
and
well,
then I hit damage.
yeah, I guess. See if it adds that 2 in. Yep, 7 plus
Yep.
2 plus 2.
Perfect.
nice.
So
Figured it out.
11. So you did severe
Yay.
damage to 2 of them and major damage to the big guy
All right.
because they have different thresholds, right?
Yes.
But yeah, you definitely did a bunch of damage to them. Now I would assume you're no longer cloaked and hidden.
Correct. That takes me out of cloaked and hidden, I would assume as well. I mean, movement or attacking, I think, is what... After you make an attack or end a move within line of sight,
Right.
I'm no longer
So
cloaked. So yeah.
I will take that effect off of you.
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Given that, and you rolled with fear, I will take the spotlight
did.
back. This is Shambling Zombie number 4, who just got hurt by you, is going to step up on you and target you. Make it advantage and attack. Attempts to bite, and oh my god, I crit again.
See, something's wrong. Fantasy grounds.
I think everything's
Can't do
perfect.
nothing about that. Can't do nothing about that.
But I only rolled a 1, so it's only 8 points, which is major damage. So you take 2 wounds, unless you if you have an armor slot to burn, you can burn 1 to reduce it to 1 hit point instead.
I'll reduce it to 1 with an armor, which I just mark each, right? Correct. It already gave me the 2 hit points I saw, so I
Correct.
just adjust it. Cool.
Right. Then I will burn another fear while I have the spotlight, and have Shambling Zombie 1 didn't like being sent across the pond, is going to attack Zin. Advantage. Here we go. Oh, it did crit again.
What?
I was watching the other die, and it almost was on a 19, and it flipped back to a 1, and I didn't see that the other die landed on a 20.
That's like 5 crits in a row, my guy.
I don't think
I
I.
know you have
Apparently advantage is strong. in
You
Daggerheart.
think.
I don't know. I think there's a
Just a little
coding problem here. That's what I think.
That shouldn't have been to Loma.
Yeah, I was gonna say just AOE bites, huh?
Loma, take back that
3.
that should not have been 3. So it's 2 on Zen, and you can burn an armor to reduce that by 1 if you want. Unless you might even be able to do more than that. I don't remember your character.
1 second. So, I'm going to become unstoppable.
That sounds awesome.
It reduces the severity of physical damage by 1 threshold.
Okay. So that would go down from major to minor, so you would only be taking 1, which you can then burn armor for and take nothing.
Yeah, and I will use an armor to be fine.
Great. So you would reduce.
Or wait, I think I did this wrong. How do I, set this? Ah, there we go. I accidentally set the die to 1 when I didn't need to. It's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I should...
So you shouldn't have any hit points, right?
I believe so.
So you need to yeah, you go.
Yeah, fixed it. Nice. That out of the way. Do I still have him locked or whatever? I don't know. I'm gonna attack Shambling Zombie 1.
Well, hold on. I wasn't done. You
No.
reacted.
Yeah.
You reacted, which is fine. But I'm going to burn another fear, and the brawny zombie is going to get his attack off.
Lovely.
Yeah, I don't have any armor left, Scott. So if you crit me, you might as well just go ahead and kill me. Like at this point.
Orve's waiting to come in and do something. I got things.
Or there's literally nothing to be done about like 5 crits in a row. Like there's
No.
every attack that's hit me has been a crit.
Okay, so let me see him.
I'm actually not that squishy for a wizard, and I've got big melee.
You've taken a lot. You have taken a lot.
But this will probably put me down. I don't have any more armor to spend.
Stop picking on the wizard.
The wizard ran up into melee. What do you want me to do?
Stop picking
That's
on
where
the
all my
wizard.
AoE spells are, melee range. What do you want? this is weird, man. It's like big burning hands. What to tell you?
I gotcha. He does not get advantage.
Thank you.
Well, he does if he has you restrained, but he doesn't have you restrained yet.
Yet.
So
Stop it.
He's not gonna have to restrain me. It's fine.
hits you with a 14. Yeah, he probably isn't going to have to restrain you.
No.
Okay. So he
Yeah.
does 8 points of damage, which
Yeah.
is major. So you take 2 more hit points. So you fall down. So
Yeah.
now we get to deal with the lovely rules for Daggerheart.
This is the second episode.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. We're not there yet. So,
I'm gonna take a scar. It'll be fine.
is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill Ollie yet. We're not going out in a blaze of glory.
We don't even get to know anything about it.
Right.
He's just like, pop!
And that was fun. All right, cool. Next character.
I don't actually limp. I can use magic. Bye now.
I didn't
Yeah.
think I
So-
didn't think he could
Nice to
walk.
meet you guys. Here's my
Ju-
deep dark secret. I can use magic.
Just because everybody needs to learn this, right? These are the death moves. What happens? So facing death is an important part of being an adventurer, and having a character die can be exciting end to a story, as well as an opportunity for a player to transition into something new. In Daggerheart, when you mark your last hit point, you must make a death move. Blaze of Glory, your character embraces death and goes out in a blaze of glory. Take one action at the GM's discretion, which critically succeeds, and then cross through to the Veil of Death, which in this case would mean you succumb to the Umbra. Avoid death, your character avoids death and faces the consequences. They temporarily drop unconscious, and then you work with the GM to describe how the situation worsens. Your character can't move or act while unconscious. They can't be targeted by an attack, and they return to consciousness when an ally clears one or more of their marked hit points, or when the party finishes the long rest. After your character falls unconscious, roll your hope die. If its value is equal to or under your character's level, they gain a scar.
You're
Or under
level
my
1.
So it says, after your character falls unconscious, roll your hope die. If its value is equal to or under your character's level, they gain a scar. See the following scars section. So you only gain a scar if you roll a hope die and it's a 1 or less in this case, because you're level 1. So it's hard to scar lower level characters.
I see. So how do I trigger a roll of a hope die?
I don't know in this, but your hope die is currently a D12, so you should just be able to drop a
I can just
D12.
roll a d12. That's fine.
No way.
What in the world?
I absolutely adore fantasy games. 5 and then 1. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Fucking
I mean, we needed the
stellar-
one, but still.
stellar stuff. You
Wow.
cannot actually, the odds of that are small, but also very large. I don't know, but that's amazing. So we'll figure that part out, but cool.
Jeez.
So, mechanically speaking, you have a scar. We will talk about what that scar is later. I'll give you time to think about it. But mechanically speaking, you cross off one of your hope slots. So your hope is down by 1.
I
Your
don't know
maximum.
how to do that in here, but we'll figure that out.
Right. And in the Age of
There we go.
Umbra
I figured
campaign,
it out.
cool, I'm glad you figured it out. Let me just double check the rules for Age of Umbra and scars.
I'm gonna start putting our end of the stream fantasy grounds in quotes from now on.
So
Adversary of the streamer.
No, it's
Fantasy
not
grounds.
it's not friend of the stream, it's friend of the GM is what it is.
hey.
Yeah, seriously.
as the PCs gain scars, they themselves become slowly corrupted by the Umbra. When a PC deals damage, they deal extra damage equal to their number of scars. So all of your abilities gain 1 point of damage.
Oh, that's
Damage
fine.
dealing abilities. Uh, but
Even like
obvious
my weapon attacks. It's
everything.
a magic okay, cool.
Yep. When a PC deals damage, period. So anything that deals damage, you can modify your damage by 1.
Okay.
So, but you are fallen to the ground. You all just saw Ollie fall underneath the blow from this huge zombie.
Can we have the
Well,
spotlight back?
first you saw 8 other zombies crit bite Ollie and just take huge chunks out of him, and then he was slammed into the ground
Yes,
mercilessly.
that is correct.
Upon whereupon he rolled the only number out of 12
Could
that would
have,
result in a bad result. It was really, I mean, one of a kind.
right.
Um, so
Mechanically speaking, since this is new to everybody, Ollie is safe,
Okay.
right? Ollie chose the death move that lets him be safe, but how you choose to play, whether you would rush over and try to heal him or not, is up to you. It's your agency and your character. But I just want everybody to realize that there's no longer a threat to Ollie in this system based on the choice that John made for Ollie.
If you don't have an ability that specifically says you can heal, is there a baseline way to help a downed player or no?
It depends on what item you took. If you took, because everybody should have started with a potion.
I have
Oh,
both the
yes.
healing potion and healing magic. I am the person that has the healing.
I have a minor health potion.
I do.
Right.
I have a health potion on me and stuff. But I mean, honestly, worry about the zombies first. Don't worry about getting me.
Oh
out.
no, it's fine. Zen's not one to help anyone touched by the Umbra.
Yeah. No, especially if Zin would not do that. Don't please. Yeah,
Zen's
please
just like,
don't
no.
play your life. I'm not mad about it or whatever. In fact, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be
Okay.
taking a nap, so I'll be right back.
However, to answer somebody's question who asked, yes, you guys have the spotlight back.
So that's what I was going to say. Orve would have seen that go down. She's way over here, and she hasn't had a chance to run over there, and is going to run. As she's running, she's only going to go to about here. She's
Okay.
going to yell to Zin to check on Ollie, and she's going to target Shambling Zombie 1.
Okay.
And she's going to hold on. I had these all ready to go. Give me a second. Hang on. Hold on. Okay. When you're targeted. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted this one. Nope, that's not the one I wanted either. Is that the one I wanted? No, that's not the one I wanted. Hold on. Hold, please. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shoot my short bow at this guy.
Okay. That is a crit.
Oh, excellent.
Yay!
So what I'm actually going to do now.
So that's not coded in Fantasy Grounds either.
Okay.
So you would have critically succeeded, which means
Oh.
you would gain a hope.
Mm-hmm.
You would clear a stress if you have one.
Mm-hmm.
And you do maximum dice of damage plus
Mm-hmm.
a roll of your damage die.
Okay, so yeah, I'm also in. God, I was so glad this happened because I am going to use my. Where is it? Oh goodness! I'm going to use a class feature that I have called Hold Them Off, and I am able to spend 3 hope when I succeed on an attack with a weapon to use that same roll against 2 additional adversaries within range of that attack.
Oh, wow. So you're going to crit 2 more targets?
I sure am.
That's fucking fantastic. So the way Daggerheart works, the intent is that you roll as little as possible. as far as the system goes. So you should target all 3 and then roll your damage, right? And because they're not factoring crits in right now, if you go down to where modifier is, so what is your normal damage roll for this attack?
The normal damage roll is 1d6 plus 3.
Okay, so you're going to roll a d6 plus 3, but go down to modifier and scroll it up, or just hover over it with your hand and scroll it up to 6, because that'll add the flat 6. So now it'll be a d6 plus 9
Okay.
to all 3 of those targets if you have them targeted.
I did target all 3.
Great.
Ready?
Yeah, do it.
Ha!
Oh, max
Nice.
damage. All right, so Shambling Zombie 3 and Shambling Zombie 1 take these arrows to their heads and explode.
That's for biting my friend!
The brawny zombie looks at you directly, does not seem very happy.
But I would assume not. And I'm gonna yell out for... Because I'm just gonna say... We can't just... I'm so D&D. That's it, right? Is that my only action, or...
So you have taken a full round of actions.
Yes.
There's nothing in the game that says you can't go again right now.
Well, no.
However,
Yeah.
right? So the spotlight is still with your party.
Yeah.
Because you rolled a crit, which is with hope.
No, I'm gonna yell out, somebody else do something. I've gotta like pull my arrows out. I say something a lot more eloquent than that, but
Loma's gonna see Ollie fall, and there's no like visual or physical recognition or anything, but there is no breath inhaling or exhaling from her body when she sees this happen. Everything goes still. She puts her head down, and the daggers come back out and go once more at the 3 still in range.
Okay.
And she is going to Rain of Blades, not hidden this time, not cloaked.
Right.
But I take a hope. I lose a hope. I attack. Oh, I forgot to target, but it was a fail. Oh no, it was a 12 with hope.
hey!
So hold on. We don't know if it's a fail or not.
Oh, okay, sorry, 12.
So 12, you hit. It says you hit Shambling Zombie 4, so I guess you had them targeted.
Yeah, I didn't target all 3.
Right. So I need to look at. So you would have also hit 2, and
Okay.
then I just need to look at the stats for the brawny zombie. Yeah, that would have hit him as well. So target them all before you roll damage.
Now here's a question. I get a hope for succeeding with hope, but I only get 1, right? I don't get
Correct.
3, 1 for each person.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. It's for the roll,
Okay.
not the number of targets.
Perfect. So I gained that hope back that I just spent.
Correct.
And then I will target all 3 before I roll damage.
Right now you have no one targeted.
Oh, I thought I just did everybody. Do I have nobody?
You
still?
just undid everyone you had.
Oh.
So
Oh, weird.
There
Okay.
you go.
Sorry.
you've got them all now. You're good. You're good. It's all new.
So then I'm going to just regular damage roll.
Nice.
Which is still
That'll be
max
10.
damage. Which kills all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Crash to the ground, and we are out of combat.
Orve's gonna run over and say, teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, Loma's gonna run over and immediately pull her healing potion out and put it down Ollie's throat.
All right. So what does that do? Does it have a
I
little?
I
can
think it's a
pull
D4
it up.
levels of hit points. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a D4. It says to self. I don't have a button to like
Oh,
give
weird.
it to somebody. But I
Well,
can delete
that's
it. You can give yourself a D4.
That's a coding thing. We can work on that within Fantasy Grounds because it probably just defaults to self. but you can
Mhm.
change it to target, and you could always target yourself or someone else.
Gotcha.
Hey,
So just roll. Actually, just grab a d4 at the bottom, drop it into the
Okay.
chat. There you go.
4.
Somebody could roll higher than a 1. That's cool.
hey.
Okay, so
So
I'm gonna I'm gonna delete it off my inventory.
I have a
Yes.
question, Scott. When I rolled that crit, yes, Sean, I rolled a crit when I attacked.
I'm
Yes.
proud of you.
Thank you. I took two of them out immediately. When I rolled that crit, do I gain a hope?
Yes. I
Okay.
said gain a hope because
I
it was. It,
I
I
didn't
think
hear you say it. I was just clarifying.
yeah.
Okay.
Crits you always gain a hope, and you clear a stress if you have one.
Okay. I don't, but we're good. Okay. Cool.
Plus plus you do the extra damage.
Great.
All right. Well, taking a little above table moment. First combat of the campaign. This was built to the T based on their numbers and their math to the number of they do what's called build points. And the way build points work is for this tier, you take the number of characters, times it by 3, and then add 2. So I had 14 build points. The bruiser was 4 build points. The 2 rotting zombies were each a build point, so that's 6. And then the others were worth 2 each, so that equaled the math was that was the 14. So I wanted to try what the math says since we're all new at this, right? Wanted to see what an actual baseline thing is. So I think it's uh, interesting that we got a scar out of that, but I was rolling hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I think that
uh,
was more the issue than the number of them.
I
right,
think I underestimated what attacking a group looks like. The fact that they all rolled with advantage and basically auto critted every time was really scary.
Yeah.
yeah,
If
zombies,
they were not
zombies are
rolling with advantage and critting me every time, I probably would not have gone down. And then also, I rolled as bad as you possibly can on the scar roll. So it is what it is.
right.
Right.
Yeah, zombies are
Like it
pretty
could have literally could not have gone any worse for Ollie.
Oh
It
no.
right,
was not was literally not. Like they're statistically impossible to be worse.
right,
Right.
right, for sure, for sure.
So
So,
what do you
so
do?
yes, the sounds of battle commence. You pour the potion into Ollie, and his eyes flutter open. However, let's talk a little bit about what this scar looks and feels like.
As you're pulling that up, you wake up to seeing Loma's face, a single tear streaming down her eye, but next to her in her hair is Hillock, the little mouse, just staring down at you as well.
Oh, do not cry. I am not dead. Just very hurt. Oh, that hurts.
I'm glad
We
you're
have not
okay.
known each other long enough for tears.
Well, I feel as though I know you. And she helps you stand up. Or sit up. I'll probably just
Kind
sit
of
you
like
up.
yeah, it sort of dusts himself off a little bit. And you notice his smile is pained, like it's not quite as bright and carefree as it sort of once might have been. And definitely, I mean, getting smacked in the face with by a zombie was bad, but you notice that maybe one of the bites just sort of hasn't healed cleanly and is just sort of festering a little bit. There's like a little bit of that sort of umbral sort of tendrils sort of moving up his arm.
As part of my whatever, my community, I have a nomadic pack that allows me to pull one mundane item out of it every day or every session. Um, would I be able to pull out, with approval of the DM, would I be able to pull out some sort of wrappings or clean linens that I have stored away in there and start wrapping the
Absolutely.
wound?
I
Cool.
think that's a great use of that ability.
Ollie will thank you very, very kindly. for your assistance. And straighten himself up and sort of lean actually heavily on his stick for this time.
So is there anything you want to look at or do in this moment after the fight?
I'll look at
Can
Loma.
I?
Do you want to still do the thing that you wanted to do?
Yeah, once I see that Ollie is okay, I will look around us at our feet. Are there any intact bodies? Or you said, because you said they were sort of like, but I didn't know if that was just because of the crit. Are there bodies still?
So one of them got burnt to cinder,
Okay.
right? Completely burnt up. Uh, but the several of them have just taken weapon damage of different types and whatnot. There are various degrees uh, of damage to the physical forms of these creatures. Obviously, there is no uh, essence of life left in them, although there wasn't much to begin with when they were moving. You definitely know these were Umbra touched, that the Umbra had affected these creatures, which is often the
Mm-hmm.
case. You also notice that their shamblingness kind of was also made part and parcel to the fact that several of their limbs were snapped and broken, which you would attribute to standard procedure from the caravan or from the guard patrol that buried them. It's kind of standard to hinder creatures when you bury them because they might come back. You never know if they're going to become umber touched or not. And it really all depends on, the powers of the area and what's going on, whether a creature does come back this way or not. But you've all seen this before. You've all seen creatures touched by the Umbra. So you definitely know that's what happened here, which means that something in this area has a strong presence of the effects that are plaguing these lands. For them to only be buried for a few days and come back like this means there's something really powerful here, which might indicate something uh, to investigate in the area if you were so inclined.
Would would Loma know if her connection that she has with the dead um would
And what
work
and what is
on
and what is that ability?
it's called Death Connection. So glad you asked.
Oh,
um
where would I have seen this
would
ability?
it would be under ancestry. Would she know that if you did it to someone, because I would assume she would have tried in the past,
Just so
somebody
you
that
know,
died umber touched?
just so you know that it's not populating on your character sheet where I can see if you had
No,
this.
because I am a half and half, and
Oh,
I can't add it.
what species would this, or what ancestry would this have come from?
This comes from Fungal.
Thank you. Let me look at that.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I just read the ability. Yeah, you would know that um, you have touched umbral touched creatures before,
Do I
and
get memories or emotions from their living lifetime or from when they reawoke,
um,
if they're already past that point?
it's harder for your power to work. So I'm going to ask for a roll.
Okay.
Okay. However, you can decide what of your abilities makes sense for you to attempt this. What you feel, what the appropriate skill for you to attempt this would be. You're marking a stress either way because that's what the power does,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It just may not work. Um,
And
okay, cool.
here's the thing I'm going to offer you. Okay, because this is kind of part and parcel of the Daggerheart system is to play with resources a little bit. So you're marking a stress to attempt this.
Mhm.
Uh, If you're trying to if you're trying to control if you're trying to get past this version of them to their past version, you have to make a roll. I will give you advantage on that roll if you mark a second stress.
Okay. So Loma is going to the group, sort of looks for a second or two longer at Ollie, like look through everybody, stop at Ollie, look longer and go, well, the cat is how they say out of the bag, so you're not the only one who uses magic if you didn't notice, but I have an ability. I might be able to talk to them and figure out something, but I can only get answers based off of one emotion that they're feeling. Like one I can only lock in and tune into it. What best emotion should I lock into? What do you think will give us the most information? I've never done it with this high of stakes before. Maybe what they were fearful of when they died?
Unfortunately, fear seems very salient to these people.
I think.
Um, it may tell us things about uh,
What about
why they came back so quickly and what
what
killed them in the first place.
would
It bonus
greed?
points if we can find out what happened to our froggy friend, but I do not know that fear will get us that.
What about greed?
Maybe greed for the lives they lived after being touched or before.
Mm, I don't know. That was just. I don't feel like
Okay,
fear. Maybe not,
I
but
feel like,
anger.
yeah, maybe anger. Start. I'll try that, and I'll go to the largest of them, the old grandma, um, on her bulbous, bubbled up form, and I'll sit down and I'll place their head in my lap. And you notice at this point that Loma isn't necessarily scared of these beings, um, especially once they're dead. There's not like a squeamishness. There's not. Um, it's just very matter of fact for her. Um, and she's going to put one hand on her head, the woman's head, one hand on the woman's chest. She's going to breathe in, she's going to look up, and her eyes are going to light up, and she's going to try marking 2 stress to roll with advantage. To figure out, let me read this one more time because it's not on this page. I can extract one memory from the corpse related to a specific emotion or sensation of your choice.
Okay, sensation
So
too.
I'm gonna, yeah, or sensation. Um, so pain could work,
Yeah,
like you were saying. Maybe I'll stick with that. I'll focus on the pain, hoping to find what caused them the pain to die in the first place.
I'll say that when those eyes open, Orve like jumps back and kind of grabs Zen's arm and is like, "What?"
It's sort of like because my eyes are a little emeraldy. There's a lighter shade of green gem that I wrote down somewhere, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But they sort of like start to actually like glisten and sparkle almost as if they're not fully eyes. They're just seeing things that I'm seeing through. Um, cool. So I roll two. How do I
So,
roll at
so
advantage?
click the button that says ADV on the bottom
Okay.
left,
All right.
and then just roll your skill check off your character sheet based on which skill you're trying to use.
Okay. So then I can just try to use a um I'm going to use what makes the most sense is a sense.
Instinct?
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so
Yep, instinct.
so the way advantage works is you get to add a d6, right?
Yeah.
However, you rolled two twos on your, so you got a critical success, so the total doesn't matter. So you gain a hope, you
Yep.
clear a stress,
Woo! Thank
and
goodness.
you succeeded. And if you're gonna, you got to reward uh, a crit when it happens at the right time. So you immediately step into the moment of this creature's pain.
Okay.
And as you do so, you see there is these glowing eyes coming up out of the water, and this big, massive, almost like uh, 3 times the size of a grizzly bear creature comes up out of that water and slams into the uh, the side of this uh, caravan and immediately starts ripping and tearing into this creature. And just like you feel the sensation of this creature's claws slicing into the throat of this person, and you live that whole experience not with any additional stress or pain, but with very big clarity. And in this moment, give me a reaction roll. And here's where I got to look at a character sheet real quick to get the right skill. Either a knowledge. Actually, knowledge is the only one that makes sense. Make me a knowledge check. And again, hold. This should have been a reaction roll. Did you have an option to do a reaction roll on your character sheet?
Let me see.
I'm just
Not
asking
that
for
I
clarity.
can. Yeah, not that I can tell, but let me see what this little button does. I'm just gonna roll it. Okay, so there's two buttons, and they both do an action that I press and make it roll. So no, none of them are specifically reaction.
I'm curious. There should be a reaction. I thought I saw somebody rolling a reaction roll earlier.
Ah, I found it. I found it. It's the exclamation point. Just kidding. So yes, let me do that one more time. It
It's
doesn't
no,
matter
no,
if it's hope or fear. It's that.
correct. It doesn't matter whether it's hope or fear, uh,
Yeah.
but we could
You can
we can
take the
take
11, the
the
first one.
first roll, right? Because the
Yeah.
math is it. The reason why I ask is because this is one of the things we could do the automatic let hope track if we were diligent about pressing the right button for reaction rolls versus regular rolls, right? So I'm just trying to
Yeah,
learn the best way to use fantasy grounds to our ability is all the reason why I'm asking. So, um, so with the 11, you do notice that this creature, um, as violent and feral as it is, has no sign of being Umbra touched. It looks completely normal and healthy for a beast. It's huge, it's powerful, it violently killed these people and their horses and yada yada, but it is not touched by the Umbra, which very few creatures that live out here away from the Pyrelights get to say that.
okay. Um, After I pull out of it, um, I'll fall back, the body rolling off me straight onto the ground. And I'm just gonna take a second, take a
As you
big
fall
breath in
back,
and out.
Ollie conjures like a magical hand to kind of catch you.
She smiles a little bit after taking her breath, and she goes, "The beast. The beast, it was not touched. The beast didn't turn them. I don't understand." And I'm gonna start looking around the ground.
What are you looking for?
I am looking in the torn up, tumbled graves that we're standing in for anything I deem as unorganic or unnatural to what I know to be this landscape. In the dirt, in the rocks.
Give me an instinct roll.
Is this so this is not a reaction, this is normal.
Correct.
Okay. Yay!
Gain a hope. With a 20 instinct roll, you do not see anything out of place. You don't see anything here amongst the shallow graves on the ground in this area that is unorganic or um, unnaturally found in this environment.
Could Orave possibly pick up the scent of something? That's her very sensitive sense.
Uh-huh. So you are attempting to pick up a scent.
Mm-hmm.
Give me.
Something inorganic, something that doesn't belong.
Oh, you're trying to find something basically try to key in on something similar but with a different sense.
Yes.
Make me an instinct roll.
Well, that was no good.
You do get a hope.
I'll take
However, your nose is kind of filled with the stench of battle. Your friends and yourself kind of reek,
that.
having just gone through this in the swamps.
And I smell that
So
real intensely.
yes, yes,
Yeah, Ollie is covered in zombie.
yeah, and his own blood, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Burnt zombie
Um,
flesh.
Ew.
Right,
Ah.
burnt zombie flesh. Right, there was a fire.
There was a fire. Scott, did you say that the remains of the wagons that were attacked were still here?
Yeah, you guys were over where you guys started the combat from was roughly
There
where
were some
most of you were at the
wagons.
wagons. There were 3 wagons in the caravan. One got pulled. One was good enough to pull. Like they cobbled together enough
Right.
working wheels and everything else. So there's pieces of wagons here, basically. Lots of damage, lots of splintered wood, and that's what you were looking through when the rocks began to move.
Okay. I'd like to kind of go back over to where the wagons are a little bit and start looking around for frog tracks. Because the other thing we haven't found is our other survivor.
Right. So what you had found before, we no need to roll for this, was I'm going to draw a little arrow here. So this is about where you think Frogman jumped into the water, right? You found his prints here, and the wagons were just south of that little arrow, and he jumped into the water in that going in that direction. Was the last you saw of the frog prints.
So I could I could try to pick them up like over here.
Did you laugh at frog prints?
Yes, I did.
Like frog prints.
I could try to like pick up
Yes,
the frog
yes, I did.
prints kind of on this side of the.
If you want to head over there and take a look, you totally can.
Yeah, I mean the other thing, right, is so I'm trying to kind of square it because Loma told us that the beast came out of this part of the water, which is where our frog friend
That was
jumped
me
back.
rolling, not you rolling. Sorry. I clicked on
jump
something.
into the water, which doesn't compute entirely with me unless he was running from something else, right? And then, so and Ollie will also say it doesn't. A non-Umbra touched beast would not take scrolls and maps. It would not care about these things. Why would our missing friend jump into where the beast came from? And what took all of the things that were missing? It is not the beast. It is not. It is not a. It is not a swamp creature, especially one that is not. You know, touched with the curse. So someone else was here, probably.
What? Do you think something was controlling the beast to get to the frog in his maps?
Do not know of a thing that can control such a beast, but also there is much we do not know about the ether weave, so I suppose it is possible. It could be controlling it. This could also be the beast's home, and we could be on the verge of finding ourselves a snack.
Trespassing, indeed.
Have we checked for any other traps? Or not traps, prints? I forget. Were those the only prints we found?
You definitely see the prints of this large beast.
The only
The
prince
claw
we
marks.
found is the frog prince.
And you found a set of footprints of a ribbit jumping. Looks like headed right towards the water.
Yeah.
And other than that, it's been chaos. Otherwise, right? Like you don't see any other creature walking through here since this event besides yourselves, as far as that goes. So you see all the signs of the battle. You were able to pick out and distinguish that yes, the rivet stood here and probably jumped in the water, and you see the claw marks and foot claw prints of this creature embedded in some of the wood, in some of the mud, etc., etc.
From those creature tracks, can we tell that the creature came out of the center portion of water,
Uh,
not one of the other?
make me a either knowledge or instinct check, your choice.
Okay.
So you gain hope. However, it's hard to tell with the movement. That creature's tracks are kind of throughout the area, so it's hard to say direction.
So from where we are, what direction did the wagons come from to the?
So the wagons were coming from east on the map to west on the map. You all live west of here,
Okay.
right?
Um.
So it was coming down this path to get to you guys. That's where these wagons were headed.
Um. Orve wants to go just maybe about 100 yards or so back down from where they came to see if there are any tracks that either stop, like we're with them and then stop, or stop and then go back the other way. Like, just was there anything else with them before this happened?
Okay. You can definitely head that way. You are going to get quite a distance away from your friends.
Okay.
I'll go with her.
Okay. So yeah, you can make me either a knowledge or instinct check as you peruse the back trail.
I'm gonna do an instinct check.
And one thing I forgot to mention when I was doing my death connection is you did see on my hands, if you were looking at my hands and not my eyes, you did see lichen formations sort of like make their way around my hands, around my fingers, and lacing and onto the person while I was connected. Forgot to say that because I was so excited about doing it.
All right, so you rolled a 13
13.
with fear, so I
Sorry.
will gladly take that fear. And your 13, however, does you do see that uh, you see in the hoof prints of the horses of these wagons. You probably see where they started to get a little alerted. Uh, maybe you're smelling some possible excrement from some horses and a change in their gait a little bit, like as if they slowed a little bit and then were whipped to move faster.
Okay.
You know,
But there's no
uh,
additional extra
no
prints. Okay.
additional extra prints or anything like that. But you definitely think that, like, oh, those horses, if they could talk, they would have turned around right back here,
Okay.
right? So they smelled something in
Okay.
this area,
So they sensed it before it hit.
right? Which you would expect,
Sure.
right? If there's a predator in the area, the horses are going to know it before anybody else does.
Sure. Okay.
Oh, that
I was looking to see if there was anybody they were with that
there's a creep following them. That would have been convenient.
either following
Yeah,
or people that were with them that knew it was coming and hightailed it out of there. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Led them
yeah,
to
While
their
no
while
additional.
demise.
while they are kind of walking back that way, Ollie will start kind of walking this portion of the shore, looking for signs of where our friend may have possibly come ashore. Hopefully,
Okay. Give me a either knowledge or instinct check for that.
sure. 11, so success with fear.
Nice. So yeah, you do pick up a set of
Hope to save my
prints,
life.
right over roughly where your token is here. They hop out of the water and book it across this little patch of land, and looks like it leaps into the next patch of water, which you see goes deeper into the swamp. However, with that success, you also see a glint of something glowing down in the water. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
All right.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
I just want to say, this entire time Zen has just had an even grumpier than usual look on their face, and kind of scooted away from both Ollie and Loma. Just like
These friggin' magic people, all this shenanigans.
It's nothing to do with the magic, entirely to do with the lies.
No, that's very true.
And the fact that
That's
Ollie
very
died
true.
and is now Umbra touched.
Yeah.
Also
That
fair.
is true. That
Very
is
fair.
I
true.
didn't die. I went unconscious. I got
That is
better.
true. All right. I'm sad that I rolled so many crits. However, I am excited that the severity of this environment played out properly. Right, like it should be this hard and scary out here. So we will pick this up next time, next session. Thank you all for watching. Thank you again to friend of the stream, Fantasy Grounds, as well as our new map makers at Beg, Borrow, and Steal. Super excited to have this lovely map that we used, and excited to find some more fun environments to put some encounters in, and super excited, speaking of environments, to actually have the environments in Daggerheart start to have their little say in these encounters as well. wanted to layer that in later. I wanted to try just a adversarial combat the first time through, but then you can add environments and things, which was a lot of fun in this system. So thanks for watching. We are Dicey Decisions. We have a Friday night D&D campaign where we are playing through Vecna Eve of Ruin, coming up on our end game with some super powerful 18th level characters right now. So check us out on Friday night for that. On Monday, we have our Zero to Heroes D&D campaign, which is a narrative campaign set in the world of Tal'Dorei for Critical Role. Super fun campaign on Mondays. We also host one shots that we put together on our Discord. So come join us on our Discord channel and come join our community, interact with us there. And when we offer up a one shot, it is open to any player, any person in our Discord to join us for a one shot, and you could be online here with us streaming for a one shot. So we're trying to grow our gamer community, and we thought that would be a fun way to do it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.